Welcome to Biology My Passion. Using restriction endonuclease, we made the DNA into different fragments. Now we are going to separate those DNA fragments. So how can we separate out? For that we are using a process called gel electrophoresis. Electrophoresis is a technique of making something move by applying electricity. Here what are we moving? The DNA fragments with the help of electricity. So here it is called a gel electrophoresis because we are making use of a gel. The gel can be polyacrylamide gel or agarose gel. If it is very small fragments to be separated, then we use polyacrylamide gel. If for larger DNA fragments, we use agarose gel. Agarose, we all have learned, agarose is nothing but it is a powder that we obtain from the seaweed. Then this agarose is mixed with the water and some salt is also added to it so that it becomes a good conductor of electricity. And this agarose gel will have a lot of holes or pores in it depending on the amount of water we use. Through the holes or pores, the DNA can move. So the principle here is DNA is negatively charged and we are connecting it with the electricity. So this end is positive, this end is negative. So the negatively charged DNA will move towards the positively charged anode. But how can it move? Because there are pores in the gel. Depending on the molecular size, the DNA fragments will move. So the DNA fragments with a heavy molecular size will move slowly through the pores. Whereas the shorter fragments, which are the ones properly digested, they will be smaller in size and they will move at a faster rate easily through the pores and reach far away from the place where we are adding. Okay, so initially we have to keep the gel ready and there are certain holes or some wells we make. These are called wells. For making wells we use some comb. This is called a comb. After preparing the gel, you have to just insert the comb and take out, that depressions will form. To that, we have to add the mixture of the DNA sample to be separated, and along with we can use a stain called ethidium bromide because to increase the visibility. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to see them on the gel. So we add ethidium bromide, a stain, and sucrose is also used in order to increase the density. So once we put inside this mixture, ethidium bromide and DNA and sucrose, that's called a loading. We are loading onto it. Then electricity is applied. We use some buffer also in this system. So then the DNA fragments will start moving through this. So the smaller fragments are moving farther away from the place of loading. And at the end, what do we get? We take out the gel. Once the complete separation is done, we take out the gel and expose it to UV rays. Under UV ray, we will see them as orange bands. Each band will appear as orange color because of the presence of the stain we used, ethidium bromide. So each band is actually a collection of different fragments of the same length. Because of the same molecular size, they moved together. So each band is a collection of different fragments together of the same size. Now at the end, we have to take out only the DNA. So we can digest out the gel and other chemicals and take only the DNA by a process called elution. So here we are using the electricity to separate the negatively charged DNA. So here negatively charged DNA is moving towards the positively charged anode based on their molecular size.